Hey, what's up, DS3TV? I can see you haven't subscribed to the channel. It's kind of weird. You should subscribe. I mean, you know, we got some good content here. And also, go to the Twitch that's in the link down in the description. Link is probably right here under me. And yeah, should do all of that. And yeah, please subscribe. Get to see me have hot sauce that I don't really want to have when we get to 10,000. So subscribe. What's up, DS3TV? We are back for another video. This one is miscellaneous news, Aphrodite's affair, and it's an Overly Sarcastic Productions video. You know we love these, and this is like a little short one. So you know that'll be the mood for today. But yeah, let's get into it, and yeah, let's get into it. Also, please help me out on Patreon if you can, if you want to. You will get videos the day before it comes out. Also, you will also get your name at the end of my videos. I am going to put like a special thanks thing to all the Patreons and stuff like that. And yeah, that, you know, sounds all good and groovy, and we are going to get into this video right now.
In the giant spaghettified mess that is the pantheon of Olympian gods, there are a number of relationships that could be charitably described as unhealthy. It is a colossal mess of affairs and love children and plenty of revenge that benefits precisely nobody except Aphrodite, goddess of passion and love who enjoys nothing more than relationship drama, and when she can't find it, she will create it. Though she can't take credit for all the drama, she certainly seems to have a hand in the majority of it, encouraging love affairs and directing Eros to break a few hearts when it's a slow week or she's bored or it's a day ending in Y.
Yeah, you can't. I mean, you know, she has to interfere because she needs relationship drama. That's how our whole character is based off of.
While wrecking other people's lives is good, clean fun, Aphrodite's own love life is a rather complicated and fraught affair, pun intended. Early attestations from Homer in the Iliad describe her as happily unmarried and a consort to Ares, god of war, Natch. But then Homer's Odyssey cites her as married to Hephaestus, god of the forge and brother to Ares, while still consorting with Ares on the side. This is a bit jarring for several reasons. Aphrodite is the universally desired goddess of lust and attraction, while Hephaestus is, shall we say, not the most polished hammer in the forge. He's a very skilled artisan respected for his craft, but he's also often characterized as cunning, rude, and alienated from the rest of the
He's dating above his class. You guys can do it, chat. You guys can do it.
Olympians, especially his mother Hera, who in several tellings chucked him off Olympus shortly after his birth because he had a congenital impairment and she was kind of a jerk like that. This isn't actually consistent, though. In other versions, including the one in the Iliad, it was Zeus who drop-kicked him off Olympus because he was trying to protect Hera from Zeus, and injuries from the fall are what led to him becoming disabled rather than it being something he was born with. This lack of singular canon is very common in Greek mythology, so instead of looking for a single true narrative because there is no point, we kind of have to look at the general vibes, and in general, the vibe is not great. Hephaestus is broadly respected for his work and very little else, while Aphrodite is loved for her beauty, while generally feared and disliked for how much trouble she causes. Pairing them up is inobvious, to put it mildly, and Homer doesn't really explain how it happened. Later stories eventually came up with explanations for how the odd couple came to be and how a goddess who could have any husband she wanted ended up with the guy it kind of felt like nobody would ever pick. One popular explanation was that Hephaestus trapped his mother Hera with a trick throne and then demanded Aphrodite's hand in marriage in exchange for setting her free. In other anecdotes, Zeus was apparently tired of everyone fighting over Aphrodite and married her off to Hephaestus to make the yelling stop. You may note that while these stories explain how the marriage happened, they don't really explore their relationship or how they feel about each other. The general consensus is they're not very functional, but we rarely get a look into how dysfunctional they actually are. One story that gives us a rare glimpse at the mess is recounted in Homer's Odyssey, so let's talk about it. Now our story begins very efficiently by laying out the status quo. Aphrodite and Hephaestus are married, but Aphrodite is carrying on a pretty steamy side romance with Ares.
Ooh, that sounds spicy.
Who's been wooing her with presents and flowers and squishy stuff like that. This is all kept very hush-hush and down low, but doesn't escape the attention of Helios, who has a pretty good view of everything on account of being the sun. So he decides to let Hephaestus know what's been going on in his bedroom while he's off in his kick-ass volcano lair making robots and stuff. Hephaestus is, unsurprisingly, very displeased to hear this, and responds in the same way he solves most of his problems, by inventing something. Specifically, he fires up the forge and hammers out a huge lattice of incredibly fine chains, nearly invisible but totally unbreakable. Then he scoots back home and drapes them him all over the bedroom, creating an invisible net of unbreakable chains. Then he loudly announces that he's going on a business trip to Lemnos and won't be back for a hot minute, and scoots around the corner to wait. Ares, naturally, pops out of the bushes and scoots inside so he and Aphrodite can finish their Monopoly game, but they very quickly find the fun time scuttled by the golden net, which tangles them up and leaves them completely trapped. Hephaestus pops out of the woodwork and summons all the other Olympians to come see what he's caught. Poseidon, Hermes, and Apollo pop down to see what all the fuss is about, but the rest of the gods catch one glimpse of exposed god booty and decide they've probably seen enough for one.
Yeah, I mean, you know, you don't. At this point, you're like, I don't even really like. This is between you two. I don't really feel like I should get into this. That's how they feel. They're like, this is really between you guys. I don't really care.
One night. So Hephaestus is, unsurprisingly, pretty pissed about the whole situation. He knows he's not exactly a prize in the looks department, while his brother Ares is a chiseled specimen of masculine vigor, but just because he gets it doesn't mean this isn't a pretty spectacular violation of the marriage agreement, and he's not about that. So his plan is to keep them in the net until Zeus agrees to refund the dowry he paid when he married Aphrodite. The fact that this implies that he bought his wife and is now requesting a refund is just a smidge fucked, but it's not like the rest of the situation.
I mean, it's a smidge fucked up, but it's not as bad as other stories in in Greek mythology. Greek mythology can get pretty fucked sometimes, so it's not that bad.
Is any less fucked, so Now Apollo and Hermes think this situation is absolutely hilarious, but Poseidon is taking the whole thing a bit more seriously and asks Hephaestus,
what's up, DS3TV? The camera died, so let's get back into this and, you know, the drill and play.
Poseidon tells Hephaestus he'll get Ares to pay the damages instead of Zeus, since it's more Ares' fault, but Hephaestus is reluctant, because what if Ares doesn't pay? So Poseidon just promises that if Ares goes back on the deal, he'll just cover the price out of pocket. Hephaestus, satisfied that he's getting his refund either way, releases the lovers. It's unclear if any lessons were learned that day, but the world certainly never forgot Hephaestus' great innovation of using chains in the bedroom.
That is true. Nobody forgot that. The funny thing is, one interpretation of this myth is that it ends with Hephaestus and Aphrodite fully splitting up. Ooh, interesting. If later writers had leaned into that, they wouldn't have had to do so much work explaining the marriage. That actually would have been true.
My baby.
I also wish that there were more stories where these two are a functional odd couple. It could be cute. Honestly, it would be cute because it's like, you know, the popular girl or whatever, like being with the like non-popular, like how's what you say, like undesirable like guy or whatever, right?
He's got me locked up in chains, and they ain't the kind that you can see.
I love that she just made a song out of it. This is amazing.
Whoa, these chains of love got a hold on me.
I love that Red made a song out of it. So yeah, talk to you guys in the next video. And yeah, this is a really good video to react to. And talk to you guys in the next video. Link is down in the description for the original video. And peace.